beautiful little unicorns, and welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time that you're on my channel, please allow for me to introduce myself to you. My name is Vanessa Somuayina. You know me as your big sis from the internet, as well as your favorite psychic medium right here on YouTube. And in today's reading, we're going to be delving into your career and love life. If you're currently feeling really lost, and what would help you would be some reassurance about what's to come next in your career and your love life, then this is the perfect space on the internet for you to be in right now. Because by the end of you receiving your reading, you're going to have absolute clarity about these two all-important areas of your life. And in order to help you figure out what is coming next, I have prepared 3 groups for you to choose from, and I would like you to pick one of these 3 groups intuitively. But before I get into your readings, I've got a little favor to ask of you. That according to my analytics, 48% of you watch my videos, but you're not subscribed to the channel. So make sure that if you're watching and enjoying my readings, that you hit that subscribe button, because it greatly helps to keep providing you with this channel and all of my free, super personalized and detailed readings. Alright you guys, so the 3 groups that I've got prepared for you today are as follows. Group number 1 corresponds to my Dark Heart Tarot deck, as well as the Black Obsidian Crystal. Group number 2 corresponds to the Romance and Love Oracle deck, as well as the Pyrite Crystal. And group number 3 corresponds to the Mythos Tarot deck, as well as the Vanadinite Crystal. And as usual, the timestamps to all 3 of these groups can be found below in the description box, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section for quick and easy access from your laptops, tablets, your mobile devices, and your TVs, so you can watch your reading podcast style or put it on as you're running your errands, cleaning your home, studying, or about to fall asleep. Alright you guys, as per usual, I will now provide you with a little moment of privacy. Feel free to pause the video right here if you need a minute to meditate on the 3 groups to pick the perfect one for you. And just as a little disclaimer, if you absolutely cannot make up your mind, yes, your reading could be a mixture between multiple groups. And if that is the case for you, feel free to tune into 2 groups. So I'll give you your moment of privacy, and then I'll be right back to guide you into your predictions. Alright, my beautiful soul, now let's get into your readings, shall we? I will be starting off your readings with the first group, which corresponds to the Dark Heart Tarot deck, as well as the Black Obsidian Crystal. This is, by the way, my self-published tarot deck. It's currently sold out, so if you see it anywhere online, those would be counterfeit. You will hear it first thing on my channel when this deck, or if this deck, restocks, because I told you guys this was limited edition, so if you got it, you got it. Watch the space for a potential restock. I'm going to get straight into the reading, starting off with this first group, and to my other 2 beautiful groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamps. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 1. You chose my Dark Heart Tarot deck in connectivity to the Black Obsidian Crystal. And in case you don't know why you intuitively felt drawn to this group, this black shiny crystal absorbs all negative energies, and it also frees you of evil eye. So if you feel as though someone has been kind of jealous or just not really celebrating your wins and your successes, that might be the precise reason why you felt drawn to this crystal and this stone. So let's get into your reading, group number 1, to see exactly what's coming towards you next in your love life and your career. So first, in the Ace of Blades, I see a new idea coming towards you, an epiphany. And this idea is big. It has to do with conversations and communication, as the suit of Blades is the suit of the element of air, which is about everything that has to do with communication. So I do see you literally archiving chats and also blocking email addresses that are not serving you, archiving conversations, photos that keep you emotionally attached to people in your career and in love. So in both realms. In love, you're getting rid of all of your dusty ex's traces, so their energy isn't around you anymore. Exactly why we've got the Black Obsidian, because you want that to be absorbed and to be taken away. You no longer need it. And the same thing goes for your career, right? You're just no longer wanting to have that negative energy from your bosses, your coworkers, people you used to work with around you. So you're freeing yourself from it. And the Wheel of Fortune, which by the way is a symbol of great fortune in the tarot, it shows that letting go of carrying this emotional residue from the past, like these unhealthy dynamics, breakups you went through, unmet needs and expectations, it's going to heal you from the inside out. It's going to actually create really good luck for you, because now you no longer have that kind of negative energy around you, right? You freed yourself of it, and you get to carry on being in a role that you were born to be in. So that's the role of shining, of being authentic, of being a star. I see here in the Two of Cups that also when you do that, you have a lover, a soulmate that is your forever person that you can connect with finally and more deeply. If you're already in a romantic relationship, this actually means you're saying yes to invitations to solidify the relationship. So that could be them suggesting moving in together, it can be them proposing, it could be wanting to start a family or expand your family. And if you're single, this means that when you say yes to invitations from people to go out and socialize, it's a new friend group, it's a different friend circle than what you're used to. You are signaling openness to new connections to the universe. You're making it very clear you're ready for this connection where two people are pouring into one another. That's why we've also got these two cups here, and they're pouring into one another. They're pouring into one another. That's what it symbolizes, in case you didn't know. And I definitely see here that this readiness to step into this type of connection, this type of relationship, is something that has been in your mind. It's something that you have wanted in this type of way, and it's finally coming to fruition next. And if you're single and you've been wondering with whom that's going to be, we've got the Knight of Blades, which is the Knight of Air, the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Air signs. So Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini placements are heavy within their birth chart. And I want us to use our Astro Dice to figure out exactly what house. Okay, we've got their first house. Their first house is ruled by Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and that is the house that is about their persona, their identity. So their appearance is one of someone who's very well educated, knows how to communicate. They are elegant, they're put together, they have this divine masculine look about them, right? Because the suit of blades is the suit that is masculine. It has a very phallic appearance as well. And I want you to know here in the Knight of Blades that they come off as someone who's extremely in this healed divine masculine energy, and they know what they want. You can see that in how the Knight of Blades is taking action. Next, we've got the King of Crystals. So the King of Crystals is someone that is coming into your life either in love or in your career. They're going to have a profound effect on you. Again, I want us to figure out which house this is going to affect. Okay, we've got your 12th house. Your 12th house is ruled by Pisces. And your 12th house by default is your house of unconscious thoughts, introspection, any limitations you might have had. So the King of Crystals is either a life coach, a doctor, or a therapist. This is someone who has, crystals is fire sign energy, so this is like an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. They are an older gentleman. They are someone who has a lot of life experience, and they like results as well. So I see here with your 12th area of life, they're completely changing the way that you think. It could actually also be a life coach that you're connecting with over the internet. So think, for example, Tony Robbins or some sort of business or spiritual guru who you see as someone that has a lot of experience in life, in business, and in love, and whom you can learn greatly from. And I see that that is going to create a lot of fortune, a lot of good luck, as I do see here that the more you surround yourself with positive influences, the more you start to become someone who just effortlessly wins. And you no longer need to question what's happening next. You just know because you're studying patterns of people who are successful. And I want you to know that in your career, this is creating a bit of an intimidating aura around you, which is maybe also why you chose the black obsidian crystal, because you've always felt and known, group number one, that you're destined for more and greater things, and it's maybe even already apparent if you compare yourself to friends and family. Not to tell you to compare yourself, but I would like for you to understand here within the Badger Spirit that you've always been fearless and bold, and you are being urged to be even more fearless and bold, to bet on yourself and your success even more. As I see here within the Badger Spirit, that helps you to end a stagnant phase in your career, a time where you felt stuck. a time where you're feeling like you're in a hamster wheel and you don't know how to get out. It's like the carrot is always being dangled in front of you, but you can't actually get there, and you look back and you're like, it's been years. I haven't gotten the home, haven't gotten the car, I haven't started my successful YouTube or online business. I haven't found the soulmate that I know I deserve. There are just these areas of your life where you have felt like, man, why isn't this change occurring? And sometimes when you're feeling stuck and stagnant, the most important thing for you to do is to take some sort of action, either through listening to someone who's already done what you're trying to do, enrolling in a course, a workshop, something that excites you and expands your skills. And then guess what? You're going to refresh your CV, your LinkedIn profile, and before even actively job hunting or something like that, you are completely shifting your mindset to renewal, and it opens up new possibilities. And I see here in the squirrel spirit, you also just believe in yourself to a whole another level. Group number 1, it's about time that you believed in yourself again. It's about time that you forget about the self-limiting beliefs that you had, and that you step into your highest power, and that you step into all of the things that you know you were born to accomplish. Because I see that you didn't come here to play small. And by didn't come here, I mean you didn't come to this reading, nor did you come to planet Earth to play small. And I also do want you to know, when it comes to your career, the eagle spirit is a sign that your spirit guides have got your back. If you believe in spirit guides, if you have ancestors who believed in spirit guides, totem animals, if you believe in gods, goddesses, the universe, then I want you to know that whatever type of higher power it is that you believe in, that you see as your support system, it has your back. Whether that is God, whether that is the universe, your angels, I want you to know they've all got your back. The rabbit spirit next is telling you that this is a lucky time. You remember how we got the Wheel of Fortune for you earlier, group number 1, and now you're receiving the rabbit spirit. See this as a light at the end of the tunnel if you just have been feeling like you're not as lucky, or you need to break out of a hamster wheel or a pattern. Take one action at a time. Make a list of tasks or commitment at work that no longer serve you. Delegate them to someone else. Okay, finish them or release them. Say to yourself, I haven't done it in so long. I'm never going to do it. And actually the benefit of doing it isn't even that big. Like literally schedule intentional downtime to rest and reset before you start any type of new project. Because I do want you to know here that working hard isn't the solution. I know you're a hard worker. I know you're someone who loves to do things and do them well. You love to step into fresh opportunities that are also aligned with your values. But sometimes you have to say no to things so you can say yes to yourself. That's a message I'm getting. Say no to things, say yes to yourself. Group number 1, that's what's coming through. That's what creates luck when you bring the focus back onto what feels good physically. Okay, what leaves you free from the cycle of being overworked. Now, the Ten of Wands confirms. The Ten of Wands is a card in the tarot that pertains to being way too overworked and that cycle needing to come to an end so you can start something new. The Ten of Wands is the final card in the suit of wands as it goes ace, so the number 1 through to 10, 10 being the final number, and it shows like you are closing the cycle, you're ending the overworking, you're ending this pattern, you're ending feeling like you're in a hamster wheel that's just never slowing down, it's never coming to an end, because you're being fearless and bold and you're stepping out of it and you're realizing you don't have to do that for the rest of your life whatsoever. Especially those of you who are in your 30s, your 40s, I want you to understand here, it's never too late. You're in your 50s, it's never too late. Colonel Sanders did KFC, I think he was in his 60s even, or late 50s, or was it 60s? I think 60s, but don't quote me on it. Next, within the Hermit, I want you to know here that having time, romantic time, is very important for you to recharge. So not constantly being at work, not constantly thinking about work. The Hermit shows that turning off your phone, putting it into airplane mode right now is what your spirit guides really, really want you to do. Group number 1, you haven't been giving yourself as much downtime and alone time as you really need to heal. And literally always being available, always allowing someone's email to ruin your day. Especially, you know, those people who like to send the most annoying emails at the end of the day, like Monday night at 5 p.m., Friday evening at 5 p.m. Those are my faves. Just getting rid of that, not even being accessible to it, as I see here within the sun, that your spirit guides want you to focus on everything that's going well, all of your wins coming towards you, celebrating those, not missing out on them because you had someone else's negative energy in your life or clouding that moment. It's as though you're getting married or you're birthing a child or a new business idea, and because you were constantly available, you checked your emails, you checked your messages, now all you can remember is that your boss, your coworker, that annoying ex of yours sent you a message when you should have been celebrating. But the great thing is, group number one, you don't have to accept that. You don't have to even allow that to be possible, right? And by getting rid of photos of even anyone being able to contact you who doesn't need to contact you, that I see here in the Eight of Wands is going to propel you forward. It's going to give you more confidence because you might not realize it, but subconsciously letting someone who rejected you or treat you badly still have the option to reach out to you or to be in your life. It's not good for your self-confidence. It's not good for your self-worth. And subconsciously, it's actually making you feel less in tune. It's actually doing things subconsciously without you knowing that are lessening your confidence levels. So it's your job to make sure you cut off where there is no point in leaving the door open, because not every door needs to be left open. And that's the thing that, can we get so real about it? Not every door needs to ever be opened again. Some of them can just be sewn shut. Then we've also got this tooth. It's almost like a wisdom tooth. All right, so group number one, I recently went with my mom to get her wisdom tooth taken out, and I see here within this tooth, go to the dentist. If you need to take out your wisdom tooth, stop waiting. Okay, go to the dentist, stop waiting, get it done. It's way worse to leave it in than to get it done and focus on your health. I'll put it here with the King of Crystals. You see how the King of Crystals was showing up with the 12th house, so the house of your unconscious, limitations you may have had, introspection. If you have had a lot of introspection about going to the dentist, like have to get something done, but you haven't done it, and it's in the back of your mind all the time because now you're just procrastinating it, yeah. And then we also have this musical note, so time to get back to music, time to get back to that nostalgic playlist, time to get back to making music, dancing, singing, and creating. That's where I can see that there's also some fresh beginnings you didn't expect coming next. And that is a way in which you can elevate yourself, getting back to your roots, getting back into the music. And I want us to see what additional message comes up in form of a particular word. Earthquake, an event that causes an upheaval in society, politics, or somebody's life, a sudden shaking movement of the ground. So there's some sort of earthquake that you need to know of. And I love that we've received this because it's like a cliffhanger into the next round of your reading. Because what I'm going to do now, group number one, is that I'm going to actually cleanse the space, and then I'll be back to guide you more deeply into your reading so we can learn even more about your career and your love life that you were unaware of, and so we can uncover all of the messages that were just meant for you. So group number one, all you need to do is hold on tight, and I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number one. Welcome back to your reading. Ooh, we've already got a card that needs to speak for you, which is flow. So I do see here that if you want to be as successful as possible and as abundant as possible, as we've got the number 8, which in numerology is a number of abundance, you've got to get into your flow state. That means things happen effortlessly. It's not hard for you to generate new clients. It's not hard for you to get raises and bonuses. It's not hard for you to be in harmony where, for example, paying bills, it's just like taking a sip of water. It's like breathing. I see here within growth that you're meant to get get to a state where these things don't scare you anymore, and they're also not things that weigh you down. If you are currently in a state where, for example, paying your rent, your mortgage, your bills, that's something you think about a lot, I do see here that getting into flow will help you grow out of that. If you're overthinking your love life, you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to end up alone, or things aren't great with my partner, but we live together, we've got a family together, we've got pets together. I just want you to know here, creating a flow state, that's going to help you grow out of this. It's not about running away. It's not about escaping. It's not about working so hard until you finally get through it. It's about switching the flick in a way how you're accessing hidden blessings. Like, you might have not even been aware of the fact that you have actually been underpaid, and yes, it's time for a bonus, it's time for a raise, or by updating your CV, you can simply switch jobs and make 25% more than you were making, and all of a sudden all of these challenges go away. Perhaps you have been underestimating that you can already start your work now. Even if you're studying, educating yourself, or you've got another job, you can still do a side hustle and still have even more abundance. Maybe you're not aware of the fact that sure, your love life isn't perfect, but there are so many hidden blessings in it that can turn a sinking relationship right around and transform it into growth, transform it into flow, transform it into a state of it thriving. Next up, we have got the bobcat spirit. Now, the bobcat spirit is a symbol that life is a mystery, and it's okay for you to think to yourself, I don't know how to get into this flow state. We've got the number 8 again, right? The number of abundance. I'm not sure how to get from where I currently am into a place where things just flow effortlessly. Things just happen. And the thing with life being a mystery is that that means the possibilities are also endless. Remember, the number 8, when you place it on its side, it represents the infinity symbol. And I want you to understand here that what that means is literally you have infinite possibilities to lay a new solid foundation for yourself. Because one of the things that the beaver spirit brings up is that you like certainty, you like stability, you like to know what's going on, and you like to not have to worry, especially about health, wealth, everything in the earthly realm. And I see here within the beaver spirit that the next chapter of your life is about laying a solid foundation. So worries can dissipate. So you no longer have to overthink, and you can actually create something for yourself that you're not only happy to show up with, but that also fulfills you for the next decade of your life, the next decades. Because when you are working in alignment, you create types of decisions professionally that you're happy with for years and years to come. Ooh, we've got the 9 of coins and the 2 of wands. Your spirit guides are trying to warn you that things can shift very quickly from a state of wanting more stability, wanting more abundance, wanting to break through the ceiling that you've had professionally, and then all of a sudden you have it all and you're bored with it. That's what I see here in the 9 of coins. It's not even necessarily that you want all of these extra material things. It's more like proving to yourself you can do it. It's more like elevating to the next level, deciding that you can have it all in life. And then once you have it, it's like you still love the same things you loved before, like just going out and having coffee at your favorite spot, or matcha, spending time with friends and family at their house or your home. Nothing really changes that much, even if you elevate professionally. And what that shows you here in the 6 of coins is that, yes, the pursuit of an amazing career is awesome, and it's definitely part of your path. But it's also very clear to you that it's definitely not everything. Having safety in your career, it's an amazing way for you to emotionally regulate and get out of fight and flight mode. For that, it's great, but you're a very deep type of person. For you, there are so many different layers to life. It's not just about the material. It's not just about how much stuff you can accumulate. You are the kind of person who really thrives off of having routines, investing in their health mentally and physically. And I do also get that you're the kind of person who likes to help others. Like for me, for example, my YouTube videos, that's my philanthropy. Okay, my real things are on the back end. My real things is Psychic CEO, it's my decks, my coaching, all of these things. But YouTube is for me philanthropy. It's work that I love. That's why it's not even work, honestly, and it's me giving back. And I see here within Healing Fire that there's something in you that's the exact same group number one. There's something in you where you want to give back, you want to heal, you want to provide people with support, you want to do something philanthropic, and it's time for you to understand that you feel that way for a reason. Ooh, I'm also getting massage therapy. So that's either something you would be amazing at if you haven't already tried it, or something you should actually start investing in, okay? Because if your body has been feeling like it's on fire, the best way to heal it is through massage therapy. Personally, I have had times where my back has felt like it's on fire, my lower back, where I felt super tense and like I just needed massage therapy, and it was really the best thing I could have ever done. As well as, of course, unfollowing unsupportive accounts. You know, those people who always view your story first, but they never like, they never comment, they never have any kind of positive interaction with your account at all. Especially all those of you who have an account for your art or your business or your hobbies. And another thing also, any accounts that make you question your worth, that make you only compare yourself and you feel worse after scrolling than you did before. Unfollow button, group number one. There's a reason why you're able to do so. Use it generously. That's a message I'm getting. And then dance, and then have a good time. Because group number one, when's the last time you just danced and had fun? Even if you're not the best dancer, and trust me, we're in the same boat with that one. Dancing is about having fun. Dancing is about feeling free, having fun, having the best time, not caring about what it looks like, but actually caring about what it feels like. And I do see here that for your career, the more that you just unfollow people, the better your career will be, because you're not basing any of your moves on whether people will gossip about you, what they will say about you. The less you care, honestly, the more successful you become. I can confirm. Okay, next we've got your 7th house, which is the house that rules Libra and marriage and partnerships. Something is going on here in the 7th house, and this is a career and love reading. So I want to see precisely what that is, what that represents. Okay, we've got Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign. Let me just zoom in here so you can see. Scorpio is a water sign that's very intense. It's ruled by Pluto, and it is the sign of transformation. So I see that the area of your life, so marriage and partnerships, being in Scorpio, so 7th house in Scorpio, that is really going through a huge transformation. That is really going through a huge shift of from where you were through a very intense period for it to be a completely different dynamic in your relationships. And I see it's increasing your power in your relationship. So the more that you focus on your power increasing, the more that you focus on your relationship going through this very serious transformation, the higher the chances that it will last forever. The higher the chances that your relationship will be able to outlive everyone else's. Okay, then we've also got the sun. Now, sun in Scorpio, that is a type of placement that we can definitely support. I want you to know here in the sun in Scorpio, having sun in Scorpio placements means that a zodiac sign in the Scorpio placement is always going to lead to growth with you, group number one. These are the type of people that you can speak honestly with. You don't have to force yourself to have awkward small talk with people who have their sun sign in Scorpio. And you just get on with them really, really well. And that is the difference between other signs and Scorpio. If you're a Scorpio yourself, that means you're being very honest with yourself in the next time, which is great. We've got a blank chip, and then we have N and U. So N and U is definitely giving us the vibe like new transformation, new time, new spirit guides, new vibes. Let's see what else we're getting here for you. We've also got, oh, okay, you're unexpectedly going to be playing Uno again. Okay, so Uno coming up in some context, talking to a friend, very nostalgic vibes of playing Uno again. The nostalgia goes back to childhood, and I see here that you're really vibing with that. Playing Uno is like your thing, and you're going to get back into it. And moving forward this month of the year, I want to see how it's going to be affected. So the number 9, numerologically and spiritually, the number 9 is a number of philanthropy, and the 9th house rules your house of long distance travel, higher education, spirituality. And I do see here that in June, there's going to be some sort of big philanthropic project that you're going to go to, that you're going to help with. It is a spiritual type of connection. You are going to help educate people. During summer, you're not just doing like, oh, European summer vacation, you're actually doing something meaningful. That's what I'm getting here for June and your 9th house, group number 1. So I am getting that there are just a few more messages that we get to tune into for your prediction. You don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do a thing. Just continue to hold on tight, and I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply into your reading. Welcome back, my beautiful soul of group number 1. So let's delve a little more deeply into your reading, shall we? Oh, we've got the X coming back. Group number 1, what's going on here? Did you leave the door semi-open? Or did you even manifest this? Is this something that's happening because you've been thinking about them? Either you've been deliberately thinking about them, hoping, or they've just crossed your mind and your energy drew them into the field. But I do want you to know here, the X is all about you healing from past heartbreak and understanding it takes time. Be patient with yourself. They might enter your mind every now and then, especially if it was a very traumatic, hard, challenging type of breakup, especially if the way things ended was really painful, literally or physically. And I want you to know here, within the reading that we've received with divine timing, you have this divine timing that is in the room for you. Trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to. So your ex will also come at the exact time when they're supposed to in this divine timing. And I want you to understand here that they are going to come during a time where they no longer have so much power over you. That's divine timing, when you realize, you know what, this used to faze me, I used to care, but now I don't anymore, and that feels amazing. And next we've got abundance, yes, because what comes next is abundance. When you're not being blocked by negative energies from your ex, when that isn't in the room anymore, you've only got abundance coming towards you. Open your heart to receive the abundant love that the universe has to offer, and to just show you how much more you deserve, to just show you that they're an X for a reason, and just because something comes back doesn't mean that you have to take it. Just because something comes back doesn't mean that you have to accept it. And I do also want you to understand what this means for your love and your career is that you are upgrading, you're up-leveling in huge ways to this daydream believer. Because a lot of your manifestations are becoming a reality, you are no longer feeling like, oh, everything that I manifested has to be hard, it has to be challenging. No. When you open the portal and you allow options for manifestation to become a reality, everything just comes in really easily and abundantly. Like if you're open to love, I know this sounds spiritual woo-woo, guys. Any of you who are still with me, bear with me. I'm going to explain it in a very simple way. If you're open to love, love can come in, love can find you. If you're open to being paid, you will be paid, abundance can find you. If you're open to a new job, jobs can find you, you can take those opportunities. The challenge is when you tell yourself you're open, but you're actually not. So when you say you're open to love, but you never leave your house or socialize, or put yourself in a position where you even could meet a new person. When you say you're ready to get paid, but you don't even have a payment link or any type of offer that people can pay you from. If you say you're ready for a new job or a new career, but you've never updated your CV or even put yourself out there in a way that these things can find you. And I see here within familiar steps that you're piecing together every time you were open. You didn't even have to put so much more work. You just had to be open to receive. You just had to be open to letting things come to you. And you're reclaiming that truth that manifesting is easy for you. Manifesting is simple. Manifesting is not something that challenges you. Manifesting is something that just happens for you because you deserve it, because it's meant to be yours, because you were never meant to struggle like that. And I see that once you claim that as your reality, once you claim that as yours, everything just happens with so much ease. Everything just happens in a way that you don't have to overthink anymore. I see here within the enchanted forest, you've got this nervous system support in you. You've got the nervous system support of, wow, I get to breathe deeply. I get to ground myself. I get to be in an enchanted forest. And the more that you are in this supported nature of yours, the more you are in this super supported nature of yours, the more you will see, wow, you know what? Everything can be super easy. And the more you spend time in nature and you relax in nature, the more you will open up these portals of things coming to you. Because nature is healing. Nature opens you up to possibility. Nature is a way in which you can overcome limited beliefs and you can strengthen yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually. And we've got a proposal coming for you next as well. The ex will try, but because you're not settling for their BS, what's next is a romantic proposal, or of course a business opportunity if a proposal is something you already have ticked off of your box. And the proposal shows us 2 beautiful gold bands that stand for eternity. And of course, if your ex wants to propose, that is a type of energy that you should stay far away from, because your ex is blocking your abundance, and they will come into your life during divine timing that just reiterates to you, you are the star, you should be treated as such. Someone who truly loves you and cares about you would never put themselves in a position to potentially become your ex, because that's a position that they potentially can't come back from. And if they value you to the degree that they should, they would never allow that to happen. Now, within the star, hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, positivity. Group number 1, challenges are over and done with. Look forward to this abundance, the happiness, the positivity, the amazing times coming towards you. Group number 1, I want you to know here in the star that you have so much to look forward to, and it's time for you to just lean into it. The Queen of Pentacles is symbolic of you claiming the things that you deserve and that you desire. The Queen of Pentacles is telling you, you know what? Yes, you get to go for things. Yes, you get to claim the job. You get to claim the abundance. You get to claim this beautiful dress, this beautiful outfit. You get to spend money on yourself. You get to have a good time. Queen of Pentacles shows us here that also getting married and your proposal, it's going to elevate your financial standing. It's going to elevate how you stand in the material realm, so you will marry well, so to say, and the 4 of crystals confirms more stability. The number 4 in numerology, it is a number of stability. It's a number of building something on a solid foundation that can't break, that can't be broken apart. And I want you to know here in the 4 of crystals, that's exactly what we're getting for you. Group number 1. Let's move a little more deeply into this. Okay, so we have got the Temperance card for you. Next up within Temperance, I do want you to understand that Temperance shows us here that this is a time of you just relaxing. What comes next when you have created this stability, this abundance, this very chill vibe in your marriage, in your relationship, you're with someone who is 100% just giving you peace, okay? Rather than stressing you out, they're giving you peace and they're giving you money, literally. They're giving you peace, they're giving you land. They're giving you peace, they're giving you an awesome relationship. You're the star in it. There's abundance here. Couldn't be any more clear. I want you to know here that what comes then is huge relaxation, okay? No wrinkles, no over drinking, no over consuming, no feeling like you have to self-medicate. But instead, you get to chill. Instead, everything is so tempered. Everything is so demure. Everything is so in this energy of working out for you. And then you get to feed into your creative projects. You get to start new creative projects. You get to be really good at something creative, whether it's music, whether it's writing and publishing your book, and you don't have to care whether it's hugely profitable or not. You just get to invest in yourself the way that you want, at the level that you want. You just get to pour back into you, and you just get to live your best life, group number 1. This is awesome. This is amazing. I'm so excited to see this for you. And group number 1, in my last video, this flew off the shelf. So we are nearing the end of your reading, and I just want to let you know The first 50 people who join from this video, who have watched their reading all the way to the end, the first 50 of you who join my Psychic CEO Tarot Reading and Abundance Academy, you can get a lifelong discount for as long as your membership is active. As soon as you join, you receive a private reading from me on your love and your career. You have access to our Psychic CEO community, to hundreds of members-only tarot videos. I even teach you how to read tarot within Psychic CEO. I teach you how to turn your intuition into income. Every single Sunday, I show up for you live, and you can join my live tarot readings and psychic coaching sessions. As already mentioned, act quickly. I got dozens of emails from my last video where I said the first 20 people get to join at a discounted lifetime rate. I'm doing it one more time for this reading as well, but only for those obviously who made it all the way to the end of their reading. The link is below. The discount code is below. Don't say I didn't tell you so. And get in before all 50 of the codes have already been claimed, because that's what happened last time, and I don't want to be getting any upset emails from you any longer. Number one, furthermore, if you made it all the way to the end of your reading, let us know down below that you belong to group number one, leaving a unicorn emoji below. That way me and others know you're part of the unicorn army, you're part of the unicorn family, and I hope that this reading resonated for you. I can't wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming predictions. Know that I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you in your next psychic reading. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number two. You chose the Romance and Love Oracle deck, as well as the Pyrite Crystal. The Pyrite is also known as the Fool's Gold, in case you didn't know. It has another name because obviously it looks like gold, but it isn't. However, energetically, this is a crystal that is said to help you attract more abundance into your life in all areas of life, but of course also in the earthly realm, which is perhaps precisely what you would like right now when it comes to your career. And more abundance in love is never a bad thing either, now is it? But now, group number two, let's get into your reading, shall we? I can't wait to see what's coming for you in your career and your love life. By the way, this is a timeless pick a card reading. I see here that in divine timing, voids will be filled. Trust in divine timing. Love arrives when it's meant to, and avoid rushing to fill voids with love. Seek inner fulfillment first. My beautiful soul, often we tend to rush into love or relationships that aren't meant for us when we're not yet 100% healed, or when we haven't matured and healed enough to understand that being alone is not a bad thing, and neither is taking space from a romantic partner just to gather your thoughts and to see what you really deserve, and also to look at the unseen. Love can be blind, and sure, you're not overlooking red flags, especially if you're single. It's the best time for you to be very discerning and to allow divine timing for your soulmate and your perfect partner to come in. If you currently are in a committed relationship, just know that anything that you can't see right now, in divine time, it is going to come out. You're going to be able to see, and it will make you fall even faster for the person that you're with. Now, that means perhaps they're planning to propose to you. They want to move in with you. They want to surprise you with something amazing. They want to fill something that has been a void. Maybe even starting a family. Pregnancy might be part of your journey. I want you to know, in falling fast, love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Enjoy it, but make sure that you continue to pursue your goals. Make sure that you keep your career at the forefront of the things that you accomplish, because being independent is always going to feel good and liberating for you. And I do want you to know that when it comes to love, there are positives in the unseen. The flamingo spirit is telling you to embrace the in-between. Group number two, if you're here right now because you're in a weird in-between phase, it's like your job is okay, but you don't love it. The people at your job are fine, but it's not really your dream situation. Your love life is okay, but it could be better. I just want you to embrace the in-between right now, because the in-between is what is allowing you to have highs and times where you feel like, wow, this is amazing. Because if there were no times that were mediocre, nothing would feel different, right? It would all just be the same emotion. So embrace that your emotionality comes in waves. Now, let's see what area of your life is affected. We've got the 12th house, which is ruled by Pisces. The 12th house in astrology is the house of your unconscious. It is the house of being super introspective. So I see that you being introspective about this in-between phase that you're in, it's normal and it's part of what you're going through right now. And it's actually destined to be this way because it's teaching you lots. It's teaching you here in the White Raven Spirit to trust in the magic, to trust in what's about to be yours and what's about to come your way in life. Sometimes we are being tested in patience and also in our belief. Have you ever felt as though life is just testing you to see how much you actually believe in yourself? Because that's exactly what I'm getting here for you, group number 2, within your reading. And the Coyote Spirit is telling you to trust in divine detours. Yes, it might feel like right now you're on a detour. Yes, it might feel like you're not sure whether you'll make it out the other side the way you want to. And yeah, sometimes things look bleak for a moment until you're actually really winning, especially when it comes to your career, business, finances, love. It can change with the blink of an eye. You could all of a sudden have the best career change or switch, the most amazing idea or client that pops up for your business, and all of a sudden you go from red to green numbers. Going from feeling heartbroken, from feeling like there's such a void in your love life, to all of a sudden you're so fulfilled because you found the one, because you're pregnant, because you're moving in together, because they've proposed, they've confessed their forever love to you. I just want you to understand, group number 2, things can change with the blink of an eye, and your spirit guides are trying to say to you, trust in any detour that you feel like you're going through right now. The 4 of Coins is telling me that a detour that you're experiencing, and maybe you don't want to talk about it, maybe you feel ashamed about it even, is that you feel you work hard and you're not compensated properly. You work hard in your job and also in your private life and your home. You work hard on your physique, but you're not getting the results. You work hard in your career, but you're still not abundant. You're still thinking of ways in which you can get the things that you want. You're still paying off loans, credit cards. The 4 of Coins shows me that really the detour is here to show you how quickly things can change. And also to remind you, you're not the only one. Justice is telling you, you may think you're behind. You may think you're the one who's in a space where you're like, oh, I don't know what to do next. I am putting so much work into the gym. I'm putting so much work into my diet. Why is nothing changing? Well, the thing is, it's about consistent belief and action. And then your manifestations will occur. Remember here within Justice that you have to keep going, even if you're blindfolded, even if you can't see the results yet, because that is having faith in your manifestations, right? Faith is the evidence of things not yet seen. Now, the Knight of Wands tells me there's a fire sign that's coming into your life, and I'm not sure why. I like to use the Astro Dice to figure out exactly why they're coming into your life and what they're doing. What is this fire sign up to? We've got your 3rd house, which is your house of communication and siblings. Okay, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a sibling or someone that you communicate with a lot, like on a daily basis, a very close friend that's like a sibling. You don't have to be blood to be family. And I see that they're coming into your life for a reason. There's something that they want. Something they want to talk to you about. Okay, we've got the number 6. Now, the number 6, the 6th house, is the house ruled by Virgo, and this is your house of your health, your job, your daily routines. They want to talk to you about your daily routines. They want to talk to you about what you're doing on a day-to-day basis and how you can be healthier, better. And I do see here they're worried for you. Group number 2, if you have been in hermit mode, if you haven't really been talking to anyone, or if you have been so focused that people are worried, you know, when you're eating so healthy, you're not drinking, you're not doing anything crazy, all of a sudden people get worried, just like the other way around. Like if you're being super unhealthy, super like in your own little bubble, that can also often cause people to worry about you. So I do just want you to know here, literally, your person is like, what is going on? Do you need help? Do you need support? Is there anything I can do for you? That's what I'm seeing here within the Knight of Wands. And we've also got the Sun. The thing is, you're happy and you're moving towards your happiness in this way. You are not happy if you're ignoring struggles, problems, things that you're dealing with. You're happy when you're solving issues. You're happy when you're seeing results. You are happy when there's something to celebrate. You're someone who is very results oriented, group number 2. You're the type of person who can expect abundance, you can expect goodness, you can expect positivity in your life. The sun is a super positive card to show up in your reading. It means warmth coming your way. It means things that you want are on their way to you, and they're not going to miss you, okay? You are the most important pit stop on the journey that all of your abundance is going through right now. You are the most important person. It's like, Santa has all of these people that he's stopping by with presents with. Yeah, you're on the list and he's not going to miss you. Okay, the abundance carriage is not going to miss you, group number 2. And I need you to just chill out for a moment, because you've been doing too much freaking out, too much overthinking, and too much procrastinating as a result of that. Next up, write down your goals. When you've just got way too much in your head, you're overthinking way too much, there's this side of you that's just head in the clouds, head in overthinking mode. You don't know where to go with all of your thoughts. Write down your goals, okay? Write your goals down, group number 2, because when you write your goals down, you make it very easy for you to have a better overview. Do that, if possible, out in nature and spend time out in nature. That is going to help you with your career and your love life to see things from a different perspective. See from the perspective of how far you've already come with your goals, with your love life, how much further that you are compared to a lot of people, how much a lot of people would literally wish that they had what you have. A lot of people would die for the life that you have, group number 2. And sometimes you just need a little bit of distance from your own personal daily reality to remember that, to see it from a different perspective, and to understand, like, you are right on track for the future of your dreams. You are right on track. Like, the most successful people, they have had moments of doubt. They have had businesses that went under. They have gone through divorces, through breakups. And here within benefit, I do see, again, the universe is bringing you these messages to really clarify to you, group number 2, you have a lot of benefits in your life. Benefit, by definition, means a payment for people who are sick or unemployed, an advantage you get from a situation. You have a benefit, you have a natural advantage. And this natural advantage is an advantage that maybe you haven't even used very much. Some of you, you're extremely pretty, and you haven't used your pretty privilege. Some of you are extremely intelligent, and you have been, twiddling your thumbs, letting that waste away by working a job that doesn't really challenge you, by not actually going out and using your intelligence in the best way, or by playing fair in an unfair world. And I want to remind you, group number 2, you're not doing anyone a favor. Like, use your benefits, use the ways in which you have natural advantages in this world and in this life, because we want to see it. It's just like we want to see people at the Olympics who have natural advantages of their body's composition and capabilities physically. We want to see it. We want to see singers do their thing. We want to see dancers use their benefits, use their own and natural, God-given, universe-given talents and gifts, whatever you'd like to call it. We want to see individuals who are amazing creatives, writers, people who draw. We want to see you in your natural essence, because your gift has been given to you for a reason. And now use it when it comes to your career. Use it when it comes to your professional life. Don't be shy to be that person who, you are naturally very good looking and very talented, and you're going to step into the full power of what that means. Why not? Other people are doing it. They're creating their dream lives. Are you faulting them for it? No. So why would you fault yourself for it? Group number 2, we have so many more messages to delve into. We've only scratched the surface. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear and cleanse your space. I've already started saging it. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to do a thing. Group number 2, as you guys know, you always get the full tarot experience. And then I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply into your prediction. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 2. Welcome to your reading as we delve even more deeply into what's coming towards you in your career and in your love life. So let's see what your angels have to say. If you believe as well as big happy changes. So I want you to know here that big happy changes can only come to you, group number 2, if you believe that you deserve them, if you believe that you are worthy of them and that they are meant to be yours. Just think about it. If you choose not to believe that you're deserving of a loving partner, you're going to attract energy vampires. You're going to attract people who mirror that. But when you believe in big and happy changes for you, that's what you manifest. That's what you create, because your energy attracts like-minded individuals. When you're in a place of growth, when you're in a place of believing that you deserve huge happy changes, when you show up to the job interview confidently, you show up like you deserve the position, you are far more likely to end up in it. And let go of self-limiting beliefs. Let go of the overthinking. I know, perhaps you were in a place where you felt as though at one point in your life you were told that you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not pretty enough. That could have been by a person of authority, a teacher, or even a parent. And I do see here that you have to also believe that it's time for you to let go of that story and that narrative, because that will free you. That will let the big happy changes come into your life. Okay, so we have A-L-I, Ali. Letting go of Ali, letting go of someone, also Leah, okay, Leah or Liam. Letting go here of someone. Alice, I'm also getting Alice. Someone who wasn't kind, someone who had malice, all right? If we had the letter M, we would have malice in here. So remember that letting go is an important part also of your growth. It's an important part of stepping into your highest potential. It's an important part of you being as successful as you can be, especially financially, especially when it comes to your career. Let's use our astro dice to figure out what area of your life you have to believe in yourself a little more and let go of the limitations. Okay, we've got the number 5. The number 5, the 5th house, is the house, let's just zoom in, is the house that rules romance, children, and creativity. In a lot of our society, we are told that to have it all, we have to be exhausted, or having kids means that you won't be as successful in your career. Like, there's so many things that you won't be able to do, that romance means that you have to sacrifice. But what if all that just supercharges you? What if that shows you how strong you are? What if you remember that our ancestors used to hold their kids on their hips, used to tie them to their backs? Still in a lot of third world countries, if you go there, you'll see that people just tie their kids on their backs. I mean, in Nigeria, where I'm from, well, you guys know I'm Swiss and Nigerian, people do that. You know, they do life, they sell their things on the market, they sweep the floors. Having a kid doesn't mean you are impaired. It's not like you're immobilized. But in Western society, I feel like we've definitely made it like a scary thing. Romance, kids, getting married, rather than using our creativity to expand how this can add to our life, how this can make our life a lot better. Okay, using more of our astro dice, we have got Scorpio energy. Yes, some moments of intensity, some moments of intensely feeling into how do you want your romantic life to be? How do you want marriage and kids to feel? Not how people are dictating it will end up for you, but no, how are you deciding? Because the thing is, when we allow society to tell us you're going to be less attractive, or you're going to be weaker, you're going to have less time, it's like we've taken the opportunity of it being our own choice and we've given it away. But there's a reason why you're here receiving this career and love reading, and it's for you to take your power back. It's for you to get your sovereignty back. It's for you to understand, like, you hold all the power, nobody else. Next up, give yourself a facial, okay? If your skin is dry right now, if you have some dry patches, if your lips are a little dry, a little dehydrated, okay, put some chapstick on. Put some of that Carmex with SPF 15, that cherry Carmex, okay, get some of that, put it on. Put on the face mask. Personally, I also really love making face masks at home. You can make them with honey, with oats, with a lot of very soothing ingredients. Just make sure you don't add anything that is very acidic in. Okay, because giving yourself a facial is literally going to make sure that your skin undergo some big happy changes, and the more natural you keep it, the better it will be for your skin's health and also for you to age gracefully and beautifully. Create a vision board, okay? Now's the time where creating a vision board, which means taking imagery, words, even write places and things that inspire you, stuff that's on your bucket list that you still want to experience, take all of that and put it onto a board, put it onto your wall. Create a collage. It could be digital, but I do definitely recommend that you make it physical, because not only is it fun, but you can also end up with a beautiful work of art that you can hang up in your home. And you can look at it every day. You can look at it, you can feel into it, and that is manifesting. When you feel it as though it's happening or already happened for you, that is co-creating with your spirit guides. That is co-creating with the universe. That is actively creating the life of your dreams. So let's see what else we're receiving, group number 2, because definitely getting this vibe. There's a lot more about your career that's coming for you and your love life. The Queen of Swag shows us here that ultimately you are meant to run things. You are meant to run the show when it comes to your professional life. So CEO, manager role, perhaps even having your own company and your own businesses. And if you would like any kind of help, any type of support, you've got a spiritual business, I actually just posted a video yesterday on how you can start or reboot your spiritual business. It's linked below in the description box. It's on my second channel. And in the Queen of Swag, just know here that running the world feels good for you. It's natural. It's who you're meant to be. You were always meant to have a lot of power. And the 8 of Swag is a sign that you just had to get over the imposter syndrome. For a long time, you were suffering from imposter syndrome. You were overthinking whether people would take you seriously. What would they say? What would they think of you? The 8 of Swag shows us here that when you overcome that, big happy changes happen for you. But again, you have to believe you're not an imposter. But remember, we all struggle with that, especially those of us who are creative. My goodness, if you put out your creative art, your first YouTube video, your first Instagram content, you feel like an imposter. You feel like, who am I to tell people how to live their lives? Who am I to pretend like I'm this expert? But the thing is, you're not pretending. You have experience in life. Life has formed you, shaped you, matured you, even before you wanted it to. That is valid and that counts for something. Life is the experience. Life is the university that you attended in a lot of areas where a book could never teach you as much as the actual experience. And next we've got the Page of Swag. The same goes for your personal fitness and health. Group 2, if you've been playing around with your personal fitness journey, if you have been playing around with your health, this is literally the universe and your guides saying to you, get yourself a personal trainer if you can't get it together and you cannot go to the gym regularly and lift those darn weights. Because when you pay for a trainer, you show up. It's like when I go to Pilates, I've already paid, I'm going to show up, and yes, it's going to burn, and I paid for that burn. And the Page of Swag is telling you, if you're struggling with something, make it a little painful, make the stakes a little higher by investing in it. Because believe it or not, even, for example, investing in a coach, in a business course, in a mentor, that makes losing so painful that you end up only being able to win. It's like when you get a trainer or you get a meal plan, not following through with it is more painful than doing it. So you're happy actually in the end you spent the money because you got the result you wanted all along that you weren't getting without some stakes, without putting money on the table. And literally, did I not just tell you get a coach? Okay, the Knight of Vibes, get a life coach. Group number 2, get a life coach. It couldn't be any more clear. Your spirit guides have spoken. The universe is trying to say to you, put some skin in the game for your personal fitness, for also your personal life. Okay, your life coach will help you to elevate. They will elevate you in a way that would take you years to do by yourself. They can probably do it with you in just a couple short weeks or months if they're really good. Remember, there's a reason why the most successful people in sports, in entrepreneurship, just in any field, they have trainers. and their trainers don't always look like trainers, right? If you've ever went to a ballet school or a ballet, you will see a lot of the trainers, they don't look like they can do even 5% of what the ballerinas can do, but they're the trainers. They are experts, and they have the eye. They've got the experience. And within the desert, I see that if you've been feeling like you're in a desert, things are dry, especially in love or finances, that's when you have to even more deeply reflect on, if I keep going like this, won't things just get drier? Don't I need a change? Don't I need to do something to shake this up? Because otherwise I will just continue to walk through this desert with no water. I have to do something. I have to get on a camel and get out of here before it's too late, right? Before I suffer from a heat stroke and I perish because I thought I would just walk through the desert, not understanding I don't have the resources to get through to the other side. I have to invest in getting a camel, getting to the other side so I can survive. Because walking, it might seem like, okay, if I have some resources, it might seem like, let me save them all for myself and just walk. But knowing that I can't make it walking, just investing in a camel and then riding over to the other side and being able to survive, I think that's the smartest investment you could ever make, right? So get yourself a vehicle for your success. That's what I'm getting in the personal trainer and the life coach. Next up, we've got the shadow key. Now, we have emotional healing that comes through taking these risks that actually aren't risks. It's just like when you go grocery shopping, sure, you could see it as a risk, as in like, well, you know, it costs money and you don't know if you'll recuperate it. Just because it's a smaller amount and you know that you've been able to buy groceries all these years doesn't make it any different than getting something else that's essential put together, such as running shoes so you can go out for walks or you can go to the gym and you can move. It is essential. Your health is essential. Okay, just because you are meeting your needs with food doesn't mean that you're not allowed to feel good, look good, and also smell good. Okay, toiletries that make you feel good. You show up differently in the world when you feel and look good. And the enchanted forest tells you this is nervous system support that the universe needs to tell you about. Because literally, when you ground yourself, because now you know, okay, I'm taking care of my health, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, now I can be my best self. Now I can really show up in a way that the world never expected me to show up, but look at me, I'm doing it. That's what I see here in the enchanted forest. And within moon casting, there's this cultivation of magic. There is dream work that you're doing. So the next thing, after you've been fearless, after you've really told yourself, I'm not going to live my whole life never being who I know I'm supposed to be, you go for it. You get yourself the trainer, you get the life coach, you get the sneakers, you get whatever you need, right, to fulfill that area of your life. Then from there on out, it's just magic. Because also, if you had to go a little more outside of your comfort zone with spending, you don't have another choice other than to make it work. Like, there is no other choice than you succeeding. So I just want to remind you of the fact that that is what creates magic. Sometimes you have to have your back against the wall and all of a sudden you see a side of yourself you never even knew. And that can sometimes show you a type of strength that makes you unstoppable. The Two of Swords is telling me right now, you're thinking about it. You're like, Vanessa, you're calling me out hard, but I feel you, I see you, and I literally understand and like what you're saying, and I get it, and it resonates. I'm scared. Two of Swords, it is a message of taking action. It is a message of getting things done. This is a message of deciding and going for it rather than being afraid. So I do want you to know here within the Two of Swords that getting out of your head and just getting moving is important. And what that will do is it will cause a death. Now, don't freak out, group number 2. This is a positive card of the tarot because the Death card not only shows us a snack, a very ripped snack, but the Death card also represents a new beginning, a transformation, a transcendence of the old, and an opportunity for you to step into the new for good. No more looking back, no more old you, no more woe is me story, no more, oh, I'm not making as much as I want to. I don't look the way that I want to look. My clients aren't high-paying clients, etc., etc. No, no. Group number 2, the end of that. Transformation, shedding old skin. We're elevating. The Knight of Swords shows us here that when you elevate, you know who you invite into your life? A lot of these finance bros types of guys. A lot of these well-dressed, very book-smart individuals who are just fascinated by your creativity, by your grit, and by the fact that you just kind of winged it and went with it without having like this sophisticated, drawn-out business plan. You didn't need huge investments into your dreams, and you still made them a reality. And I see here within the Tower, you're destroying a lot of people's perception of what they thought was possible in the best way. Like, people knew you had potential, but man, when you go out and you destroy them thinking, oh, you have potential, but you don't have the courage to see it through, you won't have the courage to actually do it, you won't have the courage to actually get on that plane, to actually travel the world, to actually start your own business, to actually break up with your dusty ex, to actually move forward fearlessly, telling people how you feel about them, quitting the job that you hate and doing something that you love, putting out your art, starting that successful business of yours, just doing all the things you've dreamed of. Once they see that you didn't just talk about it, you didn't just dream about it, you are about it. Man, the Tower card, it shows a complete breaking apart, a complete falling apart of an old mindset, of an old way of seeing you, of the old you, okay? You will be seen in a completely different light. Oh, okay, and we have got a branch here with some leaves. People will try to extend the branch to you. You know that saying, extending the olive branch? Yeah. People who you weren't friends with in a very long time, all of a sudden they want to come back. Yeah, all of a sudden they see you've found a way, you've got the key, you've unlocked something, a blueprint, some sort of framework. They want it too, and they want it for free. They weren't there lifting you up when they didn't know that it would work. But now that they've seen you're successful, now they want part of it, right? Now they want to ask you how you did it. Now they want to be friends. Now they want to celebrate you. No new friends, group number 2. Next up, we have got this downward dog yoga pose. Okay, very basic random message, but you are perfecting your yoga, your poses. You're getting better at it, and it's probably because you're living a life of more leisure moving forward. Let's see what else we're receiving here for you. Oh, we've also got the octopus. Yep, the life of more leisure is confirmed, because just as the octopus has its 8 arms, its tentacles everywhere, and is one of the smartest creatures ever, and I'm not exaggerating, it really is true. If you've never seen My Octopus Teacher on Netflix, go watch it. You will cry, you will laugh, you will think they're the most fascinating creatures once you watch that. And if you eat any seafood, you probably won't after that, so don't say I didn't warn you. Coming back to how you're going from thinking it's all too much, you're an imposter, it's too much responsibility, to actually you're doing it all. You're doing it all looking fabulously, you're doing it all being flexible as hell. That's also why you're a yogi. And you understand that when people say, oh, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible, that makes no sense. You should do yoga to get flexible. And you're also understanding you have to start to multitask to get better at it. You have to start to do these things to start to master them. That's how you become this person who is able to do all. It's not by being born like that. It's by the fact that you see it, you want what's on the other side of it, and you just do it. And that's one thing that I can see here for you. Also just an octopus coming up as a symbol in an unexpected way. Even someone sending you a message with the octopus emoji. And I want you to know here that being a jack of all trades can sometimes also cause imposter syndrome. Just like the octopus, it's like you're a little bit everywhere, but at the same time, it still feels like you're nowhere because you have to do so many things all the time, right? You have to be everything for everyone. You have to deal with so many other people's issues and problems. And at the same time, you have your own life, you have your own things going on. And it can sometimes feel as though you're like an unpaid therapist and the longer you do it, the more you don't realize this is a skill people get paid for. Like, people get paid a lot to do the things that you do for free. So how about you start getting paid for some of the things that you do so you can spend more time doing yoga, putting on face masks, paying your personal trainer to kick your butt, and having a life coach to let you elevate to the next level effortlessly. So group number 2, this is the reading that I received for you. I trust that you found it insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section. And also in my last video, you guys went wild. The first 20 people I gave a special discount to sign up to my Psychic CEO Tarot Reading and Manifestation Academy. And just for this video in particular, I'm going to do another special discount code for the first 50 people. Don't say I didn't tell you so. You get a lifetime rate that is discounted, so your rate never fluctuates unless you cancel it, of course, which you can do anytime, any month. As soon as you join, you get your personal career and love reading in our community, and you can attend all of my live tarot readings. You get access to the entire portal, access to the entire program, and everything new that is happening every single month. You can find all of the information below in the description box, as well as the code to use at checkout to get you an insane lifetime discount rate. It's only for the first 50 people, and after that, the code does not work anymore. Just like in my last video, the code doesn't work once 50 people have used it, so don't say I didn't tell you so. The first 50 of you get this special discount, and I don't know if I'm going to be repeating it again because now it's like this deal is getting a little too good. So my gorgeous souls, thank you so much for being here, for spending this divine time and space with me. It was truly an honor to be able to read for your career and your love life. I trust that you found this reading insightful. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you aren't subscribed yet already, and I cannot wait to catch up with you during one of our upcoming readings. Hello, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. You chose the Mythos Tarot deck as well as the Vanadinite crystal. So here we go. This is the Vanadinite crystal. So here's your gorgeous Vanadinite, which supports productivity and helps with completing long, detailed tasks without any distraction, which is perhaps exactly what you need right now, or exactly what you need in order to elevate your career. And it's an amazing type of crystal that is said to help with hormonal balance and energy circulation within the body. So let's see how that plays out in regard to your love and career reading, shall we, group number 3? So we have got the 9 of coins as well as the 4 of swords. So I do see here that after a long time of trying to figure out how to get to the next level in your career with your finances, once you've got it, it's almost like you notice, wait, it's not that different. I still just like the simple things the best. And I see that you are on the verge of like major professional growth, opportunities in leadership, public visibility, even entrepreneurship steps. But something about it here in the 9 of coins makes you feel like you have a lot of abundance, but at the same time, you also want some peace and quiet. So there's this kind of like double-edged sword of excitement and success, but also feeling like you love to just have your own space. But the 10 of Cups is a super favorable card and message that confirms you have the best time of your career still ahead of you. You have the best time of your professional life coming towards you quick. Group number 3. You have the best time of your professional life coming towards you quickly, group number 3. And it's going to feel like a lot of the things you've always wanted are coming to fruition. Pitch yourself for the project, do the collaboration, speak during a speaking engagement or opportunity where you were afraid to claim your spot. Create and update your portfolio, showcase your best work. Make it known that you're available for more, because unless you make it known, how's anyone supposed to know, and how are opportunities supposed to flow? Next up, we've got the 4 of Cups for you. The 4 of Cups shows that sometimes you feel like you're completely alone in your emotions and like nobody really gets how much that you're going through. For one, you have your own health, your own mental health, and things that you're dealing with privately that people don't see on the surface. Then you also have a lot of people who count on you. You've got a lot of people who want to see you thrive, but also people who are watching to see whether you will cave, whether you will crack under the pressure. So invest in something that supports your career leap. That could be going to therapy. It could be like a 90-day growth journal that you're starting for yourself, like having weekly milestones that you set, investing in a trainer, healthier foods, supplements. The Eight of Cups shows us here that you are the one, group number 3, to break a lot of generational traumas and curses from your parents and grandparents, especially in the department of health, where they perhaps thought the more indulgent or the more food and the more kind of fatty and fried and just overly consumptious, the better, alcohol, cigarettes, going out, not working out. I want you to know here in the Eight of Cups, you are literally the first generation to break through so many curses and understand more isn't always better. An abundance of unhealthy things is an abundance of bad health. And you're walking away from outdated mindsets, even mindsets that your parents had 50 years ago, even if they weren't completely backwards. With all of the studies, with all of the technology that we have now, we know that we are meant to live a life of taking care of our mental health just as our physical health, and also the less processed, the better. Refining your career in a way that it works with your body cycles rather than against it. And enjoying when you get to work from home and you get to work remotely, that it's not a badge of honor to say you work 24/7 or that you're always in the office. No, it's time for you to enjoy your best life, group number 3. And I see here within the Lion, okay, for one, I do want you to know you have this loyal, protective aura of the Lion around you. And that brings a special type of energy that people want more of. So people who are in need of protection, they feel drawn to you. That even means young kids and animals that are wounded. So you might see like a bird with a broken wing. You might see stray cats, stray dogs, because they feel that protective aura of the Lion around you. And that's going to happen in the next couple days after you've received this reading, group number 3. Mark my words on that. And then the second thing with the Lion is also, I see this connection to lions, to wanting to see lions in real life. So Africa, Savannah, I'm getting safari, I'm getting Kenya, I'm getting Nairobi, I'm getting Tanzania as well, I'm getting South Africa. We've got the star. Hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. So because you're so strong, because you're the kind of person who was just not meant to be a quitter or a giver-upper, you always rise like a phoenix from the ashes. You're always the star of the show. And I want to see what area of life is especially experiencing this elevation for you. We've got the 10th house, which is the house that is ruled by Capricorn. Let's just zoom in here for you. Group number 3, let's make sure that's all in focus. There we go. The 10th house, as already mentioned, ruled by Capricorn. It is your house of your career, your public image, and your legacy. Some might say it's a coincidence. Some will know it's spirit or the universe or God, whatever you'd like to call it, that led you to this career and love reading, and that's telling you in your career, which is what your 10th house rules, you are a star. Okay, you are meant to be a star. You're meant to thrive. You're meant to stand out. I also want to see what type of zodiac sign qualities are strongest. All right, so with the qualities that are strongest right here, let's zoom in. We have got Virgo for you. Virgo qualities are strongest for you right now, because you are the type of person who is you're very service-minded. You're very useful. You like to do things in your career that are useful to humanity. You like to provide a service. You like to make life better for others. And that is where I'm getting this message to refine your business or career focus. Like, remove certain tasks. If you have a lot of offers, if you work in your own business, or you're like a coach, a consultant, or you're a tarot reader, remove having too many offers, okay? Keep it simple. Keep it to one. Commit, because when there is lack of commitment to making one thing successful, you drain the life out of everything that you're trying to push forward at the same time. So even if you're trying to be successful with a social media account, try to focus on one platform at a time and one niche. So it could be the platform of YouTube and you make tarot videos. It could be podcasting and you make self-development podcasts. It could be reels and you coach people, or you post recipes of healthy foods, healthy things you've cooked. Maybe you're posting day in the life lifestyle content on TikTok. Perhaps you're creating a newsletter and that's where you're posting meditations. I want you to know here within the Chariot that you charging ahead with confidence will require you to stay strong and stay focused. But that is how you get to success. When you pick a path, you pick a route, and you go with it. You pick a path, you pick a route, and you be fearless. Another thing here within the Chariot that I'm also getting here is right now, create a list of non-negotiables for your love life and revisit those before continuing to either entertain an existing romantic relationship or getting into a new one. Because one thing I am getting for you is the romantic partners that you choose being in alignment with your goals and your dreams and your aspirations. That is a non-negotiable for this life of yours. And otherwise you won't be happy. There will always be fights and arguments, and there will always be instability. And I see that long distance travel is a huge part of your love life. So being long distance with someone, but traveling as well, seeing lions, right? Going on safaris, going to the places I mentioned earlier. Also another place I'm getting, it's visiting Southeast Asia. That's a place that you're meant to go on a plane, a tropical place. South America as well. You might even be inclined to take the medicine, to take plant medicine. Let's see what area of your life is affected. Okay, we have the abundance number 8. The abundance number 8, the 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. It is the house of transformation, of joint finances, also of death, basically. And I want you to know here that us stopping the die at 8, the die landing on 8, it shows that what's meant to happen is for your life financially to be transformed, joint finances. So when you merge with someone, it should make it more possible for you to get on planes and go on vacations, not less, okay? And the plane also shows that a journey is indicated either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. So if you are thinking of, hey, let me go take plant medicine, let me go to this ancient culture, let me see this place that is somewhere far, far away from where I'm used to, and try something different, try to live how they live, it will bring you abundance, it will transform you. You will never be the same. It will be the death of the old you, which is perhaps exactly what you're looking for. That's why a lot of people, they go on travels, they go on these spiritual adventures, because they are looking for that change. They are looking to never be the same. They are looking for the death of the old them. Even if they wouldn't say it in that exact way, in my exact words, that's actually what they're chasing. That's actually what they're after. That's also why a lot of people who go trying to try out plant medicine, they don't understand that what they're really after is letting go of the old them. They think it's going to be this transformation, and they have an expectation, when what they're really chasing is they just don't want to be themselves any longer. They're trying to escape from something, and it shouldn't be an escape. You have to do shadow work if you feel like in any way, shape, or form you want to escape who you are. Medicine is not the answer. Now, next we've got the Knight of Cups. Now, this is the Knight of the element of water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Knight of Cups energy riding into your reading. Look how it's so in alignment with the Chariot, right? And in case you didn't know, the Chariot, the planet that is ruled by Chariot is Cancer, which is a water sign. And the Chariot also, the attributes we've got is protective energy, the protector. I'm getting in the Knight of Cups a protector that's coming into your life. So you don't have to be the lion anymore. You can focus on being the star. You can focus on romanticizing your life, being the center of attention, and you can focus on going on trips. You can focus on exploring. You can focus on seeing the world and being in softer energy than always having to protect everybody around you. Next, we've got the Nine of Blades, which indicates when you have sleepless nights, insomnia, nightmares, and your sleep pattern has to be optimized because it has not been helping you to be your best self. And sometimes optimizing your sleep isn't just saying, I have to go to bed earlier. It is the realization that drinking coffee late isn't helping, being on your screen till before you fall asleep isn't helping either. That blue light is not allowing you to fall asleep, but also overthinking is something that gets solved and dealt with throughout the day. If you have a lot of things you're overthinking about, solve them throughout the day. Be proactive throughout the day. Make sure that you get those things on your to-do list dealt with. The Ace of Pentacles tells me here that there's a new chapter coming for you, group number 3. The Ace always represents a new chapter and a new beginning. And the Suit of Pentacles is the suit of the earthly realm. Now, when this shows up, this is a sign, a symbol that in the earthly realm there's a change, and you know this change needs to come. That's why you're having these sleepless nights. Group 3, some of you, you know that you're in a dead-end relationship and you have to leave. The Eight of Cups tells me that for you means also the end of living together, financial shared responsibilities, a lot more time on your hands where you're not with this person anymore. And it changes a lot about your schedule when all of a sudden someone who was a huge part of your life is no more. But those of you who are in toxic relationships, this will be really great for you because you get your time back, you get your energy back. Then there's another group of you who are receiving the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Blades, where the reason you're overthinking, you're having these nightmares, and this is showing up for you in this way, is because you are supposed to get on the plane. You're supposed to see more of the world. Your spirit and your soul will not rest until you've given your dreams your all. And that's not necessarily, oh, I'm just going to a beach in Bali to hang around in a bikini. Some of you, you have a real purpose. You have a recording studio you have to go to. You have an art gallery you need to visit. There's a mine where you need to go and found your crystal business, your crystal jewelry line, but you want to see it in person. There is a family member you need to see. There's a job opportunity you need to go and take. There's a tech company that's inviting you for an interview. Okay? A lot of you have a calling, and when you try to ignore that calling, first it's a tingling feeling that you just know, there's something I need to do and I'm not doing it. And it becomes buzzing, it becomes bigger, and it starts to intrude your life. You start to have weird dreams, you start to not be able to sleep, and usually when you go through these types of phases, it's because you are trying to play it small when you were always supposed to play big. It's because you're trying to subdue and undermine your life's dreams and the path that was selected for you, instead of going on the journey, instead of fulfilling your dreams, instead of at least giving it your all. And even if you don't get the exact result you want immediately, knowing that you tried, that will let you rest. As I see here in the Page of Cups, literally, group number 3, you have this Page of Cups energy that is young, fun, bubbly, youthful. People love having you around. But with that also comes that a lot of predators, even already as a kid, they want your energy, they want your time, they want your youth, they want your beauty. And I do see that finally being protected by the Knight of Cups. So if you're single, this is your partner. If you're in a relationship, this should be your partner. Someone who is protecting you, so you don't always have to be in fight or flight mode. So you can actually be in your soft, divine feminine energy. So you can actually learn to receive protection and care. And so you can actually focus on your life's purpose. And for some of you, it's helping other people through your art, through your services. For some of you, it's being mothers, it's being parents. And I just want you to understand here, don't shame yourself. You do not have to go to a corporate 9-to-5 job to be seen as successful. That is not success. Success is doing what makes you feel like you are providing the most purpose in this life of yours. The Three of Cups tells me here that next there's a party that you're invited to, group number 3. The Three of Cups shows that in the past you might have like thought twice about it, but now you're like, let me go to this party, let me check this out. And your spirit guides are telling you go. Go, because for my singles, let's just say you never know who you'll meet. For those of you who are already committed, I want you to know it helps you sleep better when you go out, and as terrible as it sounds, you see how actually you're doing pretty good compared to a lot of other people. Next, within the Page of Wands, look at this cheeky little bugger. The Page of Wands shows us here that literally having a little bit more fun is important. I am getting this fire sign energy of having a good time, being a bit temperamental, spontaneous, more spontaneity. I know group number 3, you like stability, especially emotionally. And I get it. I mean, as your Cancerian sister, stability is like the most important thing to me of all. But sometimes that can take away from the fun. So having fun, being spontaneous, I see that that is what your spirit guides are telling you to do with your body as well. So try something new, okay? Go to a gymnastics class, go to a Pilates class if you've never been. Try tennis, put yourself on a plane, okay? Do gymnastics on an airplane, going to a whole nother country. You are meant to live more and worry less. Group number 3, I'm now going to go ahead and clear and cleanse the space for you. Then I'll be right back to guide you even more deeply into your reading. As per usual, you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do a single thing, but continue to lean back, relax, and enjoy your reading. Then I'll be right back for us to delve even more deeply into your prediction. Welcome back, my gorgeous soul of group number 3. So let's delve even more deeply into your reading, because I know there will be some huge aha moments coming towards you about your love life and your career. We've got the 7 of Swords and the World. You know what? We're just about to round the corner in these areas of your life. The 7 of Swords is showing me that if you can just see past some obstacles that aren't even real obstacles, that are made out to be bigger in your head than they actually are, because you've got everything that you need to break through. We've got the World card. These koi fish, they represent in the World, which is the final card of the major arcana of the tarot, that you have got all that it takes in order for the world to be your oyster, in order for you to overcome all challenges that lay ahead and to live your dream life. But in the 7 of Swords, you also have to get rid of people who make promises and don't keep them. I see that that is actually your biggest quote-unquote downfall. It's not you or your mindset or what you're capable of or lacking, anything like that. It's actually the fact that you give too many chances. That's the message I'm getting here, group number 3. Is this something that resonates? Because I see here within the Tower, you have to get rid of that side of yourself. That character trait has cost you a lot, and it's sad that you have to become this person that exclusively kind of puts themselves first for a while until you get used to the feeling and just used to how it is to not put others before you, to not let others walk all over you. But it's necessary. It's actually part of what will make you so successful. It's that you had to learn the lesson to put yourself first. You had to learn the lesson, group number 3, to stop being a doormat, to get up, and to value yourself on a real level. And I do want you to also know here within the World, this type of fulfillment that you're getting within the World, it is unheard of in your lineage. I see here in the Queen of Cups, it is unheard of to be such an amazing mother, parent, and partner as you are. It is unheard of to be successful and to do it all in the way that you are doing it all. It is unheard of for people in your family to be so sure in themselves and building generational wealth the way you are doing. I want you to know here in the Queen of Cups what this represents with our mushrooms and also our snail up here in this cup, that having any part of you that feels like you need substances to alter your state, try to figure out what part of you still needs some healing. And I mean, even just feeling like you are addicted to coffee, addicted to vapes. You know, there's so many different things that we see as small and meaningless because it's normal in society. But what it often really means is that you're comforting yourself. We even do that with food, right? Things like sugars and fats and oils, seed oils, also certain carbs, certain types of sugars. They're very addictive. And when we're addicted to using them, like when you feel stressed, this is what I noticed. I noticed that when I felt stressed, that's when I overeat, I overindulge, I snack, and I run into the kitchen and I'm just stuffing everything in my face very quickly and wildly and not really paying attention to what it is. And another thing is also like crunching sensations, needing that in certain foods to feel satisfied. And it's not the food, it's not the fuel, it's like the emotional kind of pacifying, right? It's that you're giving yourself emotionally a hug, that you're using it to cope, you're using it to give yourself a feeling of, getting a warm hug, of being embraced, of care. It's like self-care. But it can be detrimental when obviously you don't realize that you're doing this as a form of self-care and self-soothing. And then it can go to a place where you're not happy with how you feel after you have binged. You're not happy with how your body looks when you're not consuming foods that are actually healthy for you. And I see here within the 5 of Swords that literally your spirit guides are like, you will leave this behind. Like when you get to the bottom of why you comfort yourself with this, and there's a reason why it's called comfort foods, right? It's literally meant to provide you emotional comfort so that you don't feel some of the weight of the world anymore. And I am getting here that once you realized why these comfort foods are so addictive to you, why you use them, and what triggers you to use them, you're going to leave them behind. It's going to be like you sticking your tongue out at these things and being back in control over your body and back in control over your mind, essentially. And Temperance is a card that exactly exemplifies that. The Temperance have understood this isn't about not being allowed to ever have cake or pizza again. This isn't about you not being allowed to have fries or something being forbidden. This is about temperance. This is about elegance, poise, being demure, and having of everything a satisfying amount. Of course, satisfy the craving, satisfy yourself, but having self-control. That is what I can see here elevates you in your career, because when people see you are sitting at your cubicle, you are sitting at the lunch table, you do your 10K steps, you eat the healthy foods. Meanwhile, they don't know how you're doing it. They're asking themselves, where did you get this self-control from? I definitely just want you to know here, that is where people are like, wow, they admire you. They think to themselves, how are you making it look so effortless? And ooh, here within the 2 of Cups, I do also see that that is what makes people obsessed with you. That is what makes people want you to have their babies, okay? When they see how much you've got it together in a super elegant, poised type of manner, and that makes them think, this is someone that I want to be with forever. This is someone who I want to have my kids with. This is someone who's a real catch. And I do see it's just a few little parts of you require a little bit of that care that makes you look at it and say, okay, I can have more self-control here, and then literally the world is my oyster. I become unstoppable. And that's where I see here within the 6 of Cups that you are able to step out of this role of feeling like life is happening to you and into the role of life is happening for you. Life is happening for you. Life is happening to make you feel good. Life is happening to your advantage, and you can spin everything in your mind and in reality to be made for you, to serve you, to be good for you. And what I mean by that is, if you phrase things differently, because words are so important for your mindset, your life becomes different. When I stopped saying to myself, oh, I have to work, I have to do this thing, I have to show up to my Sunday lives, I have to create content, I have to read the cards, I have this private customer, private client, I have to do this private coaching, I have to publish this new course. No, I get to. How wonderful to have late nights where you're working up late all night, you're working on your projects. How wonderful to be able to do that on things that you love, on things that fulfill you, on things that make you feel purposeful, that change other people's lives. How amazing that you get to provide for your family emotionally. Maybe you cook for your family or your partner. Maybe you invite friends over, you make delicious meals for them, you make them feel amazing. Perhaps you were just on the phone with your mom, you were listening to her, and you're giving back. And I definitely want you to understand here, like when you switch the narrative from I have to I get to, everything changes. Just try it out. And remember, you are a gift. Group number 3, you are a gift. And everything about you is a gift. You're a visionary. Step into your light. You are a gift to this world. You are a gift to humanity. You're a gift to your family. You're a gift to your loved ones. You are a gift to everyone who has the privilege of coming in contact with you. And I want you to remember, when you start to treat yourself like you're a gift, the world responds accordingly. The world responds in the same way. You have other types of opportunities come to you. And duality tells you here that finding your equilibrium, which is your center, which is where you feel grounded, that is going to change everything. When you find your balance, which is your equilibrium, you have complete control over your emotions. You know how you used to get really mad? Like even when dating someone, like you used to get so mad, they used to be able to upset you. And then it either happens when you lose feelings and they've broken your heart too many times, or when you start to get serious about your self-mastery journey, that you get to a point where you're just like, nobody can make me lose my cool. Like they can try, but there is no way I'm arguing. There's no way I'm wasting my energy on this. Like my energy is too precious. My presence is too valuable. So is my time, and I'm for sure not getting in an argument or a discussion. I will listen to them and I will say, thank you for telling me, but there is no way that, I'm going to get into a big argument with you. I appreciate you voicing your opinion. This is how I feel, and that's fine. Like we can have 2 different opinions and we don't have to argue about it. So I definitely see here there's this huge shift that's happening in you, not just from maturing, but also from practice and from remembering what is really important. And what's really important for you is to enjoy your life. What's really important for you is to focus on the positives. What's really important for you is to focus on people who are not just here to create drama. And I want us to see what additional message that Spirit has for you. So we're just going to pick one at random. There we go. Action. Yeah, you're focused on action. A lot of people who get into drama, notice how they just talk a lot. Not much comes from it. Something that somebody or something does, the way somebody or something moves or works, or the movement itself, energetic activity. Action is extremely important for results to be delivered, to become a reality, for results to happen. If there's no action, there's no result. And I see here, like, you are a very understanding person, but at the same time, you've also started to understand people who talk a lot, people who are drama. They never produce action. They never produce results because they never get into action, because they're spending all of their time and energy arguing, having discussions, or being afraid. And that is what a lot of arguments stem from. A lot of it stems from either feeling unheard and undervalued by the other person, or having something that you actually need to fix internally that you're projecting onto other people. And I'm probably the only tarot reader on the internet in the world who's going to tell you this straight up. Even those of you who join my lives, I will never tell you what you want to hear. I will always just tell you the truth. I will always just tell you what comes up. And I see here, you're elevating from this person who's unhappy, projecting onto other people, because you've had your moments as well. We all have. We all have had our moments where we didn't feel good about ourselves, and then we got into an argument with our friend, with our mom, with our partner, and it wasn't really them. It was something that we felt was insufficient within ourselves. And when you master the breath, when you master breathing deeply, taking a few deep breaths, also just reminding yourself, like, there is no reason to get upset. You become the master of everything. When you master yourself and your emotions, nobody can rule you. Nobody has any power over you any longer, because you give your power away when you let people control your emotions. So when you stop allowing that, when you make it impossible for people to control your emotions, you make it impossible for them to control you. And now who is in control? You're in control of yourself, group number 3. And I do see here with breath work, we've also got dance. So your spirit guides are trying to say to you, move your body, have a good time. Even if you're not a good dancer, you know, that makes two of us, group number 3. Put on your favorite songs, dance, and do breath work, especially if you're asking yourself, what can I do to immediately feel better, Vanessa, after receiving my reading? What can I immediately practice that will make me feel whole, that will make me feel like I'm taking strides forward? Dancing and breath work. And by the way, guys, this is from my new self-care oracle deck that I just published. I'll leave the link below in the description box. It's available on Amazon for you guys. Okay, decluttering 10 items. Now, I am the type of person, group number 3, that has always struggled with getting rid of things. And maybe you really relate to this because everything has a sentimental meaning. But once I learned to detach the sentimental meaning of, oh, my mom wrote this letter 15 years, okay, this is a bad example because letters from my mom, I don't think I can get rid of those. But once I detached the feeling like, okay, a friend wrote this note and they touched it and somehow my friend is now attached to this note and I can't throw it away because if I throw it away, that means I'm throwing away this friend. Or they just gave me this random thing that I know they wouldn't be mad if I got rid of it, but I still kind of feel bad about it. Or I bought this thing on clearance. It was still expensive. I thought I would wear it one time because the jacket was this, you know, on sale, but from a really nice brand, but I've never actually worn it since 5 years. And feeling like you can't get rid of these things, let me tell you. Number 1, do yourself a favor and remind yourself when you say yes to keeping clutter, everything takes maintenance. Having a lot of stuff takes maintenance as well, and it takes time from you actually living life and actually enjoying your life with the things that matter, the people that matter, and you will spend more time cleaning, more time not living. Number 2, give it to someone who's going to love it and you will feel less bad. Number 3, take a picture of it, put it in an album, and you'll have it forever without needing the physical thing. Number 4, give yourself little decluttering goals where every day you declutter 10 things, 20 things, 30 things. It becomes really fun in that way. Trust me, I've done that. And I decluttered hundreds of items in just a couple days because I made it a very fun challenge for myself. Splish Splash, take a bubble bath. The very first card of my self-care oracle deck, which I just love taking bubble baths. One of the reasons why I picked this home, you guys know I live in Switzerland. It's rare to have a freestanding tub in a place that is not a mansion. Okay, some people do say that my home is a mansion, but long story short, there are not a lot of freestanding tubs because there's not a lot of space. Most apartments and houses are quite small, so there's not really space for that. One of the reasons why I've been living in the home I'm living in for years is because of this bubble bath, because it cleanses your energy to have a bathtub, to have the privilege of having a bathtub, taking bubble baths. If you can, take a bubble bath. This is your sign, group number 3. If it's not something you have in your home, go to a friend's house who has a bath. Like countless friends of mine, they have taken baths in my house. I'm always like, yes, like use it. Like it's here to be used. It's here for a reason. Let me throw in a Lush bath bomb and some like aromatherapy oils in there for you. Let me put in some almond oil for you. Let me make this a whole experience. Girl, please come over, take a bath in my bathtub. Duh, it's here to be used. Like it makes me happy when people use my things because it is here to be used, especially if they don't have access to those things. Of course, come and use mine. Like we are supposed to have the best human experience that we can have with material things just enhancing that. And if I have a material that can enhance your experience, come and enhance your experience. Come on over. So if you don't have a bathtub at your house, like maybe you have a friend that's kind of like me. If you're my friend, come to my house, take another bath in my house if you haven't already, and you know, just cleanse yourself energetically. It's really, really healing for you to take bubble baths. Then we've also got edge. If you're feeling on the edge, that is a great way to take the edge off without, you know, drinking alcoholic beverages, without self-soothing in another way. Some of us, we have, you know, medicine for depression, for ADHD, all of these things. And sometimes it falls a little bit into self-medicating, you know, when you're like, when you know you shouldn't be taking that amount, but the doctor prescribed it to you. So you're like, okay, let me just make myself feel a little better. You didn't hear it here. Okay, but I know a lot of you go through that, and it is taboo, but this is a safe space. When there is an edge, it's sharp, right? It's like an edge of a blade. That's what an edge is by definition. It also means to put weight down on the outer or inner side of a ski so that its edge cuts into the snow. That's like edging. And edging, guys. Anyways, to cut, shape, or trim the border of something. So I want you to know here, taking action, doing things, and just being who you are, it can create a need for you to have a balance. And it is normal for you to want to take the edge off after a long day, a long week, a long month, hell, a long year or decade. And I just want you to learn how to do it in a healthy way. Dancing, breath work, decluttering, doing the bubble bath. Today, for example, I took care of my garden. I trimmed like the little, what are those things called? The weeds. I trimmed the weeds in the front part of my house. I did the lawn in the back. And I feel amazing. I really feel amazing for doing that. That was like self-care. It was truly iconic. I listened to some amazing Old Town Road, Little Nas X, as well as Beyonce's country songs, while I was being the main character pretending to be a farmer for a moment in my home in Zurich, Switzerland, which is a very modern, it's a renovated farmhouse. It's on 3 stories and it is beautiful. And just pretending to be this person who has this physical job, it healed something. I don't know. Sometimes it's getting out of being this person who works a 9 to 5 or is constantly on social media or constantly just doing this computer work to getting back to the roots, doing things with your hands, with your body, being out, getting vitamin D. It takes the edge off. Again, being immersed in a body of water, amazing. Getting rid of things you don't need, wow, so freeing. And group number 3, we have a couple more messages that I want us to get into. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to cleanse and clear the space, and then I'll be back and we can delve even more deeply into your reading. As usual, you don't have to lift a finger, you don't have to do a thing, but I'm just getting this nudge to do that right now. So group number 3, I will be right back to guide you even more deeply into your prediction. Welcome back, my beautiful soul of group number 3. So let's see what's coming towards us in your career and your love life in form of messages that you still need to receive. So we've got no, don't stop, and yes. Look at how the universe is telling you not to stop. We received no first. So I'll just do it in an order as though we were writing. So that would be no, don't stop, and then you'll get a yes. If you have been doubting yourself, if you've been doubting whether you're talented enough, whether you will ever have the life that you want, whether rejecting all of these people romantically is going to lead to your soulmate, the answer is yes, but you can't stop. It's just like, for example, me doing my YouTube channel, right? I had my doubts. Would I make it? Would people appreciate and value the content? Would they appreciate and value everything else that I put my heart and soul into creating? And I couldn't stop until I became the person that I wanted to become, until I attained the type of success that I wanted. And I want you to know here, group number 3, literally the same thing goes for your career. If you are working in a service-based business, or you want to create your own company, your own business, you're into all of that, you can't stop. You have to keep going, even when you face rejection, even when people slam their doors in your face, even when you feel as though you're undervalued, underappreciated, you have to keep going. You can't stop. When it comes to romance, those of you who are single, I promise you, the more that you're able to say no to someone who does not value you, to someone who does not provide any type of stability in your life, or provide, period, the closer you're going to be to a resounding yes and respect. Respect from people who actually deserve to be in your life. So when it comes to your career, when you're the one who doesn't stop and you show up, literally your track record creates respect. Like when you go onto my channels and you see I have hundreds of videos, I mean my main channel has like 850 videos or something, that immediately you know I'm not playing. You immediately know I show up, and I have shown up for years, and that I am about what I say that I'm doing, and that I will follow through with it. When it comes to your career, remember, when you don't stop, that builds a track record. Even if in the moment it feels hard, it feels like you want to give up, don't stop. to the next level, when you're the one who perseveres where everyone already gave up, everyone already was in a place where they used well-being as an excuse. And group number 3, we have our struggles, of course, but we know how to take care of our well-being over here in a way that we thrive. Like, we don't use the fact that, okay, some of us, we've got EDs, we've got ADHD, we've got bipolar, all of these things, but we won't let that stop us from living a fabulous life. We're not going to let that stop us from actually living the life of our dreams. Like, we focus here on well-being. We don't let that stop us from being successful. We're not going to go our whole lives not being successful just because like of a diagnosis, just because, okay, we have a struggle to deal with. Everyone has some sort of struggle and you're receiving healing. Group number 3, it's so beautiful to have this show up within your reading, because during a time where you thought, how can I overcome this condition? How can I get the support that I need? How can I get the treatments that I need? I want you to know healing is on its way and it will reach you really soon so that you can focus on your dreams. Because I know sometimes you feel like giving up because it feels like the odds are stacked against you. Like you have a lot of things to deal with that others don't, and like that gets in the way of your success. But when you get the therapy, the treatment, the medicine, the mindset that you need to bust through those blockages, you become unstoppable. And on top of that, it's like extra armor. It's like, I have friends who have disabilities and they're even stronger than anyone without the type of disability that they have, because they've never let it stop them. And they look at people who don't have one ailment, one struggle, one challenge, and they think, man, literally, you don't have anything to complain about and you're still making excuses. And I definitely want you to know here in the Canary Spirit, like, you singing your own song, you are an inspiration to other people from your background, other people who go through the things that you go through on a daily basis. The Canary Spirit shows me you literally become the most successful, the most authentic time of your life. That's when you take off. It's almost like a rocket for you. Once you are so fearless, once you just say to yourself, I will be authentic. I will sing my own song. I will say the things that I want to say. I will 100% stand in my truth. That's when you become unstoppable. Because guess what? Someone who's authentic can't be ignored. Guess what? Someone who sings their own song, that is worthy of respect. People might not like you. People might not think that what you're doing is right, but they will respect you when you show up and you show that you're fearless. Now, within the Otter Spirit, I do also see group number 3, you are never alone. And I am getting some ancestor vibes, ancestor spirits. Okay, I'm getting grandparents and great-grandparents here for you. And they are giving you a resounding yes. They respect and love everything that you're doing, and they're so proud of you for everything you've been through, continue to thrive through, and the ways in which you have also stood up for your parents. One thing that I'm getting here is like eldest daughter vibe, eldest son vibe. So even if you're not, just the responsibility. Some of you have carried the weight of an entire army on your back for your family, for your siblings, and even for coworkers and bosses. Like, you have been like supporting the entire company from tanking, and at this point it's like crazy how much you've actually survived and been through. And I just want you to know people are so proud of you. Your loved ones are so proud of you. Your ancestors, they are so proud of you. Okay, so group number 3, are you proud of yourself? Because that's what actually matters the most. And that's what I want you to be real with yourself about. Next up, within unity, for your love life, a time of divine understanding, renewal, peace, and hope is right before you. You radiate and attract great love, group number 3. Let yourself enjoy it. Let yourself enjoy the love, the unity. If you are single, you know you're attracting someone here. You know that you're stepping into this attractive energy of being with someone that wants to hold your hand, that wants to cuddle, that wants to be a unit with you. And moving more deeply into your reading, okay, marriage. You are attracting marriage. Group number 3, if you're already married, you know why this showed up for you. If you're not yet married, you know you are attracting marriage. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love, unity. Literally, this is double confirmation for you, group number 3. If you were wondering about what's coming towards you in love, if you were wondering how your love life is going to turn out, let this be the confirmation that you were seeking. Let this be the reassurance that you needed, especially if you were feeling like you might never have that, or it might not happen for you again or ever. Because I know some of you, you've already been through a marriage. You've already gone through the ups and downs, and you just don't want a fatal situation again. You want a healthy unity. And here within the moon, just know that your gut never lies. If the day that you're getting married, you have a weird feeling, back out. Because marriage is the most legally binding contract on planet Earth. Don't do it. Don't follow through on it. You will regret way more having spent years of your life trying to work something out that your gut is telling you is not meant for you. You will be so grateful that you didn't. And you'll also see who your real supporters are. The Ten of Pentacles shows that if you're not fully fulfilled in every way, I mean spiritually, being fulfilled and protected emotionally, physically, financially, then it is not for you. The Ten of Pentacles shows you are meant to be fulfilled in the earthly realm, especially the tangible things. Let them tell you you're materialistic, and let them show up without materials, so you can ask them, if I'm materialistic, why are you showing up without materials? Of course I'm materialistic. Who in this day and age wants to not have shelter, wants to not have nice clothes, wants to not be able to afford the luxuries of life and the nice experiences that we can as a human being? You work hard. Why shouldn't you be with someone who works hard as well? The thing is, you are meant to be with someone who's equally yoked. That's what I'm also getting from the Canary Spirit for you. And when you're just so vocal, you cannot scare off the right person. It's only the wrong ones who were never able to fulfill you fully anyways, who you always had this gut feeling. They bring up materialism. They bring up love. As soon as you talk about finances and money, all of a sudden love is so important. All of a sudden it has something to do with love. But when they were trying to get in your pants, all of a sudden love wasn't in the room with us, right? So when you weed out those who were anyways not going to be able to provide a life of stability and more than just physical attraction, to those who want to do it all, and they don't have to be perfect, they don't even have to be at their peak, but it's about the mindset, right? The mindset of provision in every realm. That is when you get into a marriage that you are meant to be in, where you're never alone, where you know you're strong, you're independent. If your partner needed you, you would be there 100%, and they could rebuild themselves. And the same goes for you. You have someone you can actually depend on, not an adult child that you are now mothering who was never properly raised by their own mother, who really should have spent a little bit more time making sure that they matured properly. And when you avoid these pitfalls, you avoid just so much stress in your life. Group number 3, which I see that you are getting to the point where it's just you weed them out so quickly. You read people so effortlessly. And that is just creating a type of life that you deserve, that I can't wait for you to enjoy. Group number 3, that I can't wait for you to enjoy more of. Yes, rejecting people is self-protection, because not everybody should be in the same room with you. Not everybody should be around your energy. Not everybody is on the same level. And it's not classist, it's just the truth. If you spend all of this time and energy refining who you are, learning, growing, becoming someone who has spent so much time into their education and their self-development, is it really wrong to want someone who is also ambitious and educated and has invested in their healing? I think not, because you're not asking for something that you aren't providing yourself. The Stag Spirit confirms, take the lead, group number 3, take the lead. Let them speak however they want of your standards, because trust me, the right person for you, you will tell them your standards and they'll say, amazing. Is that all? And the Stag Spirit also shows leading in a divine feminine way, leading without being aggressive or without being masculine. That means, just as in the old days where women, they used to gently drop their handkerchief when a potential guy, a potential romantic interest crossed the room, and they would then pick up the handkerchief and think it was their idea to get into a conversation, but actually the lady knew all along who she wanted, but she did it in a smart way. She took the lead in a feminine way without it being obvious that actually she did something in her slightly masculine. So this is about understanding how the different nuances of you play together, even at your work. The slight masculine of being a damsel in distress in a situation where you want to delegate something. You don't want to do the task, you want to give it to someone else, or you don't want to do the heavy lifting of a literal box or a literal physical item, and you use your charm, you use the warmth, the feminine vibe and aesthetic. We all have masculine and feminine energies in us, no matter who we identify as, but it's about finding the balance and finding how you can live a life of ease, but also receiving an abundance and it not being a bad thing, but actually you get comfortable to receive gifts, to receive compliments, to receive help. And that way it's not always you giving, you pouring from an empty cup, but you're actually leading your surrounding, the world, the people you deal with, to understand how they can pour into your cup so that your cup never empties and it becomes an ecosystem where you've always got energy, you're always excited for life, because give and take happens in balance. Group number 3, this is the reading I received for you. And by the way, the first 100 people who join Psychic CEO, you get your reading immediately within the community about love and career, your private reading. And the first 100 people get able to get an insane deal on their lifetime membership rate. I did that in my last singles prediction video. First 20 people, and when the discount code stopped working, I got emails, I got your DMs, so don't say I didn't tell you so. Get in now while you can. The link is in the description box, and so is the code for just this video. Will only work for those who watched this video and watched the reading all the way to the end. And it's only for my first 100 new Psychic CEOs. And again, your membership lifetime rate will always remain the same if you use this discount code, unless of course it's canceled, which you can do at any time. My Psychic CEO Tarot Reading and Manifestation Academy is for those who see the value in tarot and manifestation and the type of psychic insights and events that I provide on the inside. My gorgeous soul, I hope that you found this reading insightful and that it resonated. Feel free to let me know below in the comment section by leaving a heart emoji below, and I can't wait to connect with you during one of our upcoming readings.